बीती शाम हुआ लॉन्च पिंक रिक्शा का, जो एम्पावर करेगी 1000 विमेंस को। ऐसे में इस खास मौके पर नजर आई भूमि पेडनेकर और अमृता फडणवीस।
It's a great gathering of like-minded people who wish great for themselves in lives, in their own lives for sure, but who wish good for the society and for the environment. And for that we have gathered here. In fact, we have a lot of children here from Jamnabai. And first of all, I thank Bhamla Foundation, all the associates who have put this up together. In fact, today's children, today's youth is very smart. They know what they want in their lives. And they know where to derive inspirations from. They are smart, they ask questions, they hold people accountable, and they have their voices, which they make sure that are heard. So the generation is very smart, and I think so what they can learn from their elders, not just this generation elders, but elders like we have got inspired from the days of the Vedas and from the days of yesteryears. So these people like Rani Lakshmi Bai or Jijau Ma, Ahilya Bai Holkar, there are so many women who can be inspiration, or even men, to today's generation. And what they need to learn is confidence, have confidence in your dreams, and always remember that modernism will give wings to your dreams, but let it not distance yourself from your culture.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, all of you. You've come, joined us on such an important day. We are here celebrating what it is to be a woman. We are here celebrating progress, and all of us together are enablers of that. Thank you so much, Bhamla Foundation, Seher, Asif ji. Year after year, you make sure that World Environment Day and many days like so are celebrated and not forgotten. And I'm very happy and very fortunate that I've had an opportunity year after year to collaborate so that we collectively can make impact. I'm also very happy to share stage with such incredible women. Coming back to your question, Aparna, I think one thing that anybody in this room, and especially all of these young, beautiful children here, can take back from my journey. I think I spotted a teacher of mine over here. Namaste, ma'am. This is just my, oh my God, I'm so happy. Karim, miss, how are you? Okay, I'm sorry. I can't help it. The moment in school we would have a teacher enter, we all would get up and be like, Namaste, miss. And it's this value system that I've carried on. I think one thing that people can learn from my journey is resilience. Not forgetting what your roots are, what your culture is, what your upbringing is. And I think something so beautiful that ma'am here said is that it's great to be modern, but it's very important to be rooted and learn from our culture. If we speak of sustainability per se, I'll come to the latter part of your question later. Indian culture has always been sustainable. If you just go back a generation ago, if you go into our villages even today, everything from the clothes that are handed down to our younger cousins, our younger siblings, to a bit of circularity that all of our homes have. Because I remember my grandmother would always segregate her waste. Her wet waste was separate, her dry waste was separate, her wet waste would be turned into manure, which was then used for plants at home. Her dry waste was also sent into, at that time you had your kabadi walas, they are even there today. Her dry waste was sent there. So there was some circularity there. I feel we have forgotten that, and it is very important for us to kind of go back to that. So for all of you young kids over here, I would say go back and study what all of us did a generation ago. I think most of your answers for sustainability would be in there. And where my choice of cinema is concerned, I feel cinema is a very, very powerful tool. We cater to millions of people through a single story, and I've been very fortunate that I've had the opportunity of being a part of social dramas, films that can create an impact, because at a very young age, I was taught social responsibility. And I think I just resonate with material that has a message. So that's been my journey.
You know, Aparna, I actually think that going out to a club, going to a party, then using your social media is a great thing, and we all youngsters must do it. But, and I do all of that, and I personally have my me time, which I enjoy, and it is very important. And when it comes to social media, what I feel is that you know, I've had so many volunteers. I've worked with so many students in Maharashtra, and that has only happened because of social media. Initially, when we used to post our reels and we used to post our pictures and, you know, the announcements that this Saturday there's a cleanup, next Saturday there's a cleanup on Gandhi Jayanti, there's a cleanup on Independence Day. So like that, I made my main core volunteer base, and it wouldn't have been possible without social media. And when it comes to, like how ma'am said, we are living in a modern world. We have to do all things that is modern, but we also have to, you know, be very close to our roots, which is very important.
See, we know what Bharat stands for. Bharat अध्यात्म और आधुनिकता का एक मिश्रण है. So we have to combine these two aspects of life weave them into sustainability, environment protection, and that is the way forward. As you said, this pink e-rickshaw, when a lady owns one, drives one, she's driving a life towards stability. She's driving a life towards self-respect. And at the same time, with this kind of mobility on roads, the carbon footprints are reduced, environment is positively impacted. As we all just said, that today the latest concern and the most grave concern is the environment and the sustainability. And when women drive this mission, I will give you an example. Even in villages where there is scarcity of water, and we have women sarpanches, these are the ladies who earlier used to go to these water resources which were 4-5 kilometers away from the villages, and they used to get water for themselves. But with this kind of position, they have realigned it. Now water is available at doorsteps. But at the same time, these women are very aware. They know that this is a short-term solution, getting water through the sources of water. You have to support sustainability, which will improve in this source. You have to support sustainability, which will bring in pure oxygen to you, pure air to you, which will reduce pollution. So it is the woman, when she's in the helm, she makes sure that there are changes in the environment in this world. So I think so this is the way to go. Women can drive the change because of their empathy, love for their own families and society. And so many things they can teach to their own children, from saving electricity, water, and when they are out in the open, following some civic rules. So all this will bring about a big change, but the woman needs to lead it.
You know, when Bhamla ji came to me and told me about the incredible work that they are doing with the Pink Rickshaw Initiative, I was completely blown away, because we have had this policy for a while, but to actually enable women to reach that goal is the game changer, according to me. And that's what they are doing, right? They have given them a structure, a beautiful way that they can actually figure, okay, this is the paperwork. They can figure their training. 10% of the initial amount is also given to them. And honestly, this is just the start. As ma'am very beautifully said, that women have to lead the change, because there is this superpower that we have, which is our empathy and our intuition. And that, because we understand what being at the lower end of the pyramid feels like, and we need the change that is needed on a very, very micro level. And that's how we are able to provide the best education, the best healthcare, the best environment when we are financially independent. And I think this is what this initiative is going to do. We are empowering women now more than ever, when there is so much conversation around बेटियों को हमें पढ़ाना चाहिए, तभी बेटियां बढ़ेंगी. This is the first step towards that, because if there is a mother who has a daughter and she is one of the e-rickshaw riders, she's going to make sure her daughter gets the best education. This is what breaking the cycle is. This is what breaking generational conditional biases towards women looks like. And again, a big congratulations to everyone, all the stakeholders, beneficiaries, all the enablers, to actually think of this and putting a real structure to this, because I feel that was the gap. And usually the color pink, they've just said, this time the color pink is going to stand for strength, for resilience, for power, beautiful, for safety. And I think it's truly a celebration in every way. As ma'am also said, that it's very important for like-minded people to come together when you bring about change. When I started my journey with climate, I was very young, I was in school. I did imagine it to be something that's going to happen in a very, very far distant future, but all of us are living that reality. And it gave me a lot of sleepless nights. At that time, I didn't know what it was, because nobody really spoke about mental health. I grew up with climate anxiety. And I only became better, and I only found a cure to it when I met like-minded people. When I met other people that felt similarly, and I felt like, okay, I'm not crazy or I'm not alone, and everything that I'm feeling is legit and valid, because the truth is climate change is the largest threat that humanity is dealing with. So I feel I just found another group of people that feel similarly, and that's why it's always been rather impactful to collaborate with the Bhamla Foundation, because as you said, that if you have the intention of creating impact, if you have the intention of helping someone, you will find your way. And I think that's exactly what happened over here. They say, boon boon se sagar banta hai. Every individual doing one kind act, doing one small act for sustainability, changing one practice can have a large impact. And this is just all of us on our level, right? Because on policy level, there's so much that's happening, but where is our responsibility as citizens of this country?